Chapter 6. KALUSS's Jealousy. KALUSS approached her 18th birthday with anticipation. She was very aware that at that age it was customary for the oldest sibling to become heir to the throne, thereby receiving the Whatnot book with whatever elemental warriors it contained, and the element of power itself. Although the whereabouts of 5 of the warriors were unknown to the elves, and the Whatnot book was still in disrepair, KALUSS felt sure that the magical artifacts would be hers. Since Kameo was not only younger, but also adopted, KALUSS was certain she'd take both the throne and the power it wielded. One day, the mystic approached Thena in secret.
Your Majesty, I have something of great importance to show you. In private.
Knowing how the mystic had helped her before, Thena took the mystic aside and was presented with a horrifying vision. A dark future in which KALUSS was queen and was leading the kingdom to darkness and ruin. Thena had always been aware of KALUSS's spotted history of success, and had believed in her heart that Kameo was fated to take the transformation magic. Faced with this new warning, she consulted her family, and together they made the decision that Kameo, not KALUSS, would inherit the artifacts and become queen. Kameo was none the wiser and oblivious to the plotting that would dictate her future. When she was summoned to the throne room for the ceremony that would pass the transformation magic and the kingdom to her, it was a total surprise. Thena bestowed Kameo not only with the element of power, but also the 3 elemental sprites that she'd been safeguarding for many years. Through gossip and dissent, KALUSS learned it would be Kameo and not herself who would receive the transformation power. Hearing this, she rushed to the throne room just as the ceremony ended. Overcome and distraught with anger, she fled the palace and her family's attempts at consoling her.
My family's betrayed me. That power was mine by birthright, and now I'll never get my hands on it.
Meanwhile, Kameo, exhausted from the ceremony, was placed in the care of the castle aides so she could recover. Thena learned that KALUSS had run away on her own, and, racked with worry and guilt, summoned the mystic once again.
I see a distant land, and a figure entombed in stone. There can be no doubt, my queen. Your daughter is heading for the cursed tomb of the old Troll King. You must find and reach her before she stumbles into untold peril.
The mystic's prophecy ringing in their ears, Kameo's family immediately left the safety of the enchanted kingdom for the distant lands of the Twycross. They could not imagine that KALUSS, far from running blindly, had already planted the seeds of revenge. She had released Thorn from his statue with a single kiss upon his granite lips.